Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back here with another video today. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be playing a completely different game than I usually play. Usually I play like Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator. I have played War Thunder once. Lately we've been playing Destiny, but today I decided to do something a little bit different. I decided to play Car Mechanic Simulator. Now, I do apologize if there's going to be any lag. I am having some issues. I'm trying to fix it. I'm having, just like you've seen in my live streams, I have been having some latency issues. I'll just show this real quick. I don't know if it'll even pop up on the screen. I seriously doubt it. But anyway. Yeah, you guys probably can't see it, so I'm not even going to show it to you. Anyway. So, basically what my plan to do here is I've played Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 already. I've gotten pretty far into the game, but I kind of got bored of doing it just by myself. So now what I'm gonna do is I decided I'm just gonna do it on the YouTube channel, something a little different, create a new game. Excuse me, for you guys to see. Um, anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in the new game. Gonna go with normal mode. Oh god, that's loud. Hang on one moment. I'm going to turn that volume down because that is way too loud. Let's hope that that's better. Oh, that is still way too loud. Wow. Okay. It's amazing how low we have to bring the volume on these games in order to actually do these without blowing out our eardrums. There, that should be good there now. Yeah, like I said, again, I do apologize for any lag. I am trying to figure out what the problem is, why I'm experiencing so much lag. I do believe that it's my Wi-Fi, because I am using ShadowTech, which is a great company. I guess I'll shout them out. I guess I already did. Anyway, so, without further ado, let's just go ahead and go through this. Oh, I forgot it's gonna do this stuff. Just gonna skip all these. So I honestly forget. What? Okay, finish test track to complete tutorial. Okay, then let's go to the test track then. There's the test track. Oh, no oil in the engine. That's not good. It's definitely not a good thing. I'm just going to double check and make sure that this thing actually has an oil filter on it. I'm not seeing an oil filter. I'm just okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try and just put the oil in it. Let's see what happens. So this is just the tutorial. What it's making me do is it's just gonna make me put some oil in the car, and then I believe I have to just go and take the car on the test track after. And so I'll go ahead and close that. Come over to the door. Go to test track. There we go. I'm going to edit the volume again a little bit because it is still a little tiny bit loud. Oops. That should be good. So now I just have to go through those green things that you're going to see on the screen. So basically I just have to drive the car without screwing up. I'm going to go ahead and slow down right here. Whoa, there's a little bit of lag there. That's okay. Go over the rumble strip. That was a little rough. And then this is the last turn. And then we come right up here and we stop. I gotta back up. There we go. And now we finish the tutorial. Okay, so this is the very first garage that you end up with. It's nothing fancy, it's literally one post. You don't really have a whole lot to work with. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us a job. Well, let's just do this one for now. This is a simpler one. Bar to lift A. And now we're just going to come up, we're going to lift the car up. Just enough so that we can get the wheels off here in a minute. Okay, so it needs one brake caliper, and it needs two sets of brake pads. Actually, because of how small this vehicle is, I'm just going to lift it up all the way. Just take the nuts off. Okay, so that's the pad that needs to be replaced, so we need to remove this caliper in order to take this pad off. Come on. And we just back out. Come on to this side. And then basically repeat the process. But this side, I believe, is the side that needs a caliper. Doesn't look like... No, this one... No, this doesn't need a caliper. What about this? Okay, there's nothing wrong with these. I'm going to put them back on. I'm going to put all this back together real quick because it's one of the back brakes that needs to be fixed, I believe, or both back. I could be wrong. Okay, so it's this caliper. So we're going to go ahead and remove the wheel again, just like you saw on the other ones. I don't think this brake pad needs to be replaced. No, that brake pad does not need to be replaced, so we got to go on this side then. Whoa. Actually, you know what? Really quick, we're gonna run over to the computer here, and we're just gonna order our parts. Main shop. We're just gonna go for brake parts. So we need one brake caliper. And we need 2 brake pads. Okay. So let's throw the parts onto this here really quick since we're already here. Put a new brake pad on there. Excuse me. We're going to throw the caliper that was already on here on. And we're just going to go ahead and put these on. Okay, that's that wheel finished. So now I'll come to this wheel and take this wheel off, and we will, we will go ahead and remove the calipers so that I can go out and get the brake pads off, and then we'll just put it all back together. And the job should be finished, because I believe that that's all that it said on the job sheet. Oh yeah, see it says 3%. That pad is wasted. Okay, so now we just do this. And then we just put all the parts back on the way that they were. This is the last part. We're just going to go ahead and throw these parts on. Tight bolts up. A little bit of lag. Throw this wheel on. And that is that. We're going to put this car down. And then, I believe that is everything. Yeah, that's everything on this job, so we're going to go ahead and finish the order. And then I'm going to do, do this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this job. These jobs are usually the ones that pay out the best, the ones that are highlighted in blue here. They also you can also go to a site to find for these blue jobs here, because these are the jobs that are usually the hardest. They don't usually come with a list of things that actually need to be done on the car. So for these, I'll cover in a later video, but there actually is a site where you can get all the information on them. Like whatever actually needs to be done with the vehicle. Anyway. So yeah, this is the one that we're going to do. So it says here, a year and a half ago I bought this car for my son. He said that he is not interested in anything except driving it and occasionally filling it up with the gas station. Please check the oil on the tire. Okay, so this one's just going to be completely simple. So I'll cover that website in a future video, because I don't think we're going to need it here today. Because I do believe, yeah, okay, so this one already came with a list of everything that needed to be done. So, let's go ahead and move it to A. This should only take us a minute. Oh, actually, I forgot. What are we supposed to do? So it needs an air filter, it needs standard tire B, standard tire B, standard tire, okay, 4 standard tires, and a fuel filter. Okay, so I need to figure out the size of these tires. So actually, I'm going to do the fuel filter and the air filter first, and actually I'm going to do the oil change too before I work with the tires. Whoa, that was a little bit of lag. It's okay. You got to remove all 4 of these clips in order to. Whoa. gotta remove all 4 clips in order to remove this. And you can remove the air filter. And you can see right over here, this is another one that we needed to do. Whoops, I messed that up a little bit. My apologies. You see this right here, this is the fuel filter. It needs to be replaced too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do that. Which engine is this? Cripes. There is... here it is. Okay, well, so this doesn't call for the oil filter to be replaced, but I always replace the oil filter anyway. It's just force of habit from doing it in real life. Okay, so we'll deal with that in a minute. So it's an oil filter I4. So we're going to come here. We're going to need an air filter. Get that. Fuel filter. Whoops. Get that. And we're going to need an oil filter. I4. Go ahead and get that. So now I'll go ahead and I'll put the... Whoops. I'll put the new air filter in. And put all that stuff back together. Whoops. There we go. These clips are very tedious. They're not tedious. They're very annoying. Every time you do one of these air filters, you gotta put these clips on. And if you're not precise with your mouse, which I am not because my mouse is a little bit wonky, it can be a little bit hard to do. There we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and throw the fuel filter in. That's the fuel filter dealt with. Now we're going to lift this thing up all the way. And then we're going to move the oil drain. Because now we have to empty the oil out of the car. There was not a lot of oil in there. Okay, let's put that back. And I am going to go ahead and remove this. Throw the new one on. Because technically, in real life, you're actually supposed to replace your oil filter every single time you do your oil change. So I don't understand why this game didn't make it that way, but that's no big deal. Okay, so now I'll just move on to the... Actually, I'm going to put the oil in the car. That was my mistake. I'm going to put the oil in the car and then we'll do the tires. Put the oil in the car. How stupid of me. What's going on? Oh. There we go. And just so you all know as well, another thing, I know that these games seem a little bit boring sometimes, especially because I've got no music playing. It's kind of hard to get music these days, especially due to the fact that on YouTube you get copyrighted for everything. And I don't want to get copyrighted, and I don't want my account to get shut down. I have been speaking with a good friend of mine who is actually an artist. You'll hear more about that in the future. His music is going to be becoming a part of my videos eventually, but I don't know when, because I need to have a video with him and whatever, where him and I have our conversation and whatever, so, but anyway, so I'm just going to get back to this. So I'm going to take these wheels off, just so that I can take the tires out the rim and figure out what size the tires are, so I can replace them. Come on. All right. Okay, so now that I've got the tire off, back out of that, we come over here to the tire machine, and we separate each and every one of these, and this is going to take a minute. So I am going to just do this for a moment. If you'll just bear with me. Okay, that doesn't work. Never mind. Sorry about that, I was looking at my phone. And this is the last tire to remove. Okay, so now you go back, you check out your inventory, and you just double check and see what your tires are. So these ones are 205, 55, or 60. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So now we're gonna have to go over here, and we go to all tire. And I believe it was a standard tire. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, standard for a tire 205. Yeah. So it's a standard tire. We want 4 of them. And it's 205, 55, or 60. So now what we actually have to do is we actually have to go back over to the tire machine and remount them all. And after we mount them, we have to balance them. While that one's balancing, we add another one onto here. So now we remove this one. Add this one. Then we add this one. And then we wait on that. And then once we do all this, we'll put the tires back on the car. And then from there, we should be finished, because I believe that that was all the work that needed to be done. So we'll take that off, put that one back on. And And then we'll come back to this one and do this, this, this. And then while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and throw at least one of these wheels on. Don't ask me why I didn't think of that in the first place. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, just gonna finish putting these wheels on. Unfortunately, at the beginning of the game, it's kind of boring, but as the game goes on, it kind of gets a little bit more fun because you get a little bit bigger jobs. Yeah, you get a little bit bigger jobs, and as you get more money, as you can see in the top right-hand corner, we've got 3,400 right now. But as you get more money, you can buy cars from the junkyard, or you can get them as barn finds, or you can do whatever. Okay, so that's the last wheel. I do believe that is, yeah, that's everything. So here we go. That's that for that job. Just gonna check this really quick. Let's see here. I think we'll do one more job here, and then that'll be enough for today. Because this is just another. Yeah, so see, two sets of brake pads, brake disc, an ABS pump, and a brake caliper. So, yeah, this is going to be relatively easy. Let's go ahead and move that on over. And see, like I said a few minutes ago, how my mouse is a little bit unpredictable sometimes. You see how sometimes when I open the menu here, I'll go to hover over something and it'll hover over something else, and then I gotta go and hover again. Excuse me. Okay, so since this is a brake job, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this all the way up. And this car did call for, whoa, that was a lag spike. What's going on here? Yeah, we're having a lag spike right now. Let's just give this a second to calm down a little bit, because this is getting really bad. There we go. Okay, so I need 2 sets of brake pads, brake disc, ABS pump, and a brake caliper. Okay, so let's go over to our computer here. Let's go back to parts. We'll click on brakes. So I believe it said 2 sets of brake pads. It needed an ABS brake pump. And it needed I think it said a brake disc, but I'm gonna double check. Oh, oops. Brake caliper. Oh, and a brake disc. Okay. So we need 1 brake caliper and 1 brake disc. Okay. So we will start with the brake disc, because I can already tell which one that one's going to be. It's going to be this one right here. And this is actually going to be one of the pads that need to be replaced, so that makes our life a little bit easier. So that pad needs to be replaced, that disc needs to be replaced. We'll go ahead and replace those. Some nice shiny new parts. We are not going to put the new caliper on. We are going to use the original, because there was nothing wrong with that one. Oops. That one's done. Whoa. Let's see, is it this one that needs a caliper? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Oh, another lag spike. I hate it when it does a lag spike like that. It's not very nice. And it doesn't look good on the video. I don't believe this is the pad that needed to be replaced. No, it's not that big pad. Okay. So, and this time we are going to replace it with the new one. There we go. Now I'll just throw the wheel back on. Yeah, I apologize, guys. Like I said, the beginning of this game it can be extremely boring. Whoa, lag spike. But it does become worth it in the long run. The game can become quite fun. Depends on who you are. Unfortunately, right now, I do not have... Okay. I do not have any of the DLC packs installed. Other than the free one, I don't have any of the paid DLC packs. Apparently, I just cannot afford to get them. But I will probably get them later on when I can afford to do so. Throw this one last part on here. That. Throw this wheel on. But yeah, like I said, I will probably get the DLCs eventually. But there's a couple of other things that I'm also looking into. Depending on what kind of feedback I get on this game is going to be what it is going to depend on whether or not this game continues. If I don't get very good feedback, then I'm not going to continue it. Just because if people don't want to see it, then there's no point. But you guys have definitely shown interest in the Destiny 2 game, as well as a couple of you have shown interest in the American Truck Simulator and the Euro Truck Simulator. War Thunder, I don't know if we're going to bring War Thunder back yet, just due to the fact that I didn't really enjoy War Thunder all that much. I might bring it back, I don't know. I might bring it back and play it once in a blue moon for a live stream or something, but I realized that War Thunder was really not my thing. I kind of enjoyed it at first, but in the end I wasn't really enjoying it all that much. Anyway, oops, I didn't need to do that. That's okay, I'll just do this. I think that's everything done on this car. Yeah, okay. Finish order. And, we're going to go ahead and press this. Anyway, that's going to be everything for this video today. Anyway, thank you for watching. Consider liking the video and subscribe and click the notification button if you want to see more videos from me in the future. We're going to try and spice things up a little bit more, try and get some more enjoyable videos in. Like I said, the Car Mechanic Simulator is not exactly the most fun game in the world, in the beginning anyway, But later on, it does become a little bit more fun when you're able to spend more money and you're able to do more things. Anyway, thank you again. Thanks again for watching. Thank you again for joining, and we'll see you in the next video.